Wiggity, wiggity, wiggity. What's up, gamers and game fans alike? Mayhem here, coming at you from Scum, and we have some exciting things to do today. I am gonna go sell a bunch of stuff that I have in the back of my truck so I can make room for more, and then we're gonna hit the concrete factory and take a look at that general area. It was recommended to me by several of the viewers in the stream last week that I should check it out, considering I hadn't yet. And someone mentioned there might be a bunch of cardboard boxes there. Right now, I'm all out of screwdrivers, so cardboard boxes are exactly the remedy I'm looking for. We're gonna start off by heading east here, and then we'll turn right, aka south, onto the road just outside the base, and we'll see what kind of money we can make to start off the stream. Probably something I should have done off stream, but it needs doing, and now is the time. Oh, I just put new headlights in. I don't want to break them right away. Oh yeah, there we go. The shuck and jive. Truck and drive. Something like that. We are blessed to have a beautiful sunrise. I actually would have started the stream a bit earlier, except for the darkness. I much prefer to stream during daylight if I can, and I thought it would be a lot better for the thumbnail if I just waited for the sun to start to come up. So I spent that interim time organizing things around the base, cleaning out the drop-off box where everybody puts things that they're not sure where they belong. That falls on my shoulders and anyone else who kind of understands the organization in the base. But that's the nice thing about having a drop-off box. It makes it easy for everyone to just put things in one location, and then somebody who understands where they should go can come through and distribute them as necessary. And it's a chore I don't mind doing because it means that when I go looking for stuff, I know where to find it. And everyone else too. Should we risk the road? Let's do it. I don't want to speak out of turn, but the last couple of weeks have been surprisingly landmine free. And, if the worst happens here, then so be it. I'm just hoping it doesn't. We're looking good. We're looking good. I've got a couple of full containers here in a truck, so this is kind of a fun way to start off a stream, I think, by selling a ton of stuff, and we'll see what kind of cash we can get for it. Among the items that I have for sale is an absolute boatload of iron locks that we will not use at the base. I refuse to use them after learning how to lockpick myself and realizing just how insufficient iron locks actually are. So everything we had that was iron is now in the truck, and we're going to sell it. Some of that money will have to be distributed to the squad at large. No big deal. I'll find a way to do that. I'm probably not going to use cash. I'll just make sure to spend a good portion of my money on communal items like landmines for base defense, crafting materials when we need them, that sort of thing. I don't think we're really going to get all that much from the iron locks, maybe a couple $1,000, but I'll sell them individually right now just so we could find out, because they are worth something. They're just not, they're not Rager tires, that's for sure. Speaking of which, you might see a small handful of those in here also. Alright, hopefully nobody's around because we're going to freshen up a couple of these locks. And the best way to fix a lock is to just install it and then uninstall it. That usually does the trick. We'll start right here with the general goods guy. He's the one who buys these. Most of these are up around 97, 98%. That's good enough for me. I'm not going to mess about with 2 or 3% durability. I think it would be more effort than it's really worth. Mr. Trainer, how are you doing? It's going well on my end, that's for sure. Got a whole bunch of stuff to sell. That's the way I like to start a week. How was your weekend? Other than the Steam servers going down there. Okay, I think that's all of them except the one that's at 70, which we are going to... What am I doing here? I know how to work my boxes. Glad to hear it. Absolutely. Let's find out where I put this one. Here you are. And refresh. Now I gotta find this gold lock. Okay. What do we think all this is worth? Just the iron locks. If we had to guess, maybe... Maybe 3,000? There's a lot of them. There might be more than I realized. They're worth 200 each. Yeah, you know what? This is gonna be fairly significant. And as soon as I get these all sold and all my boxes emptied, we're gonna take a trip out to the cement factory and try and sneak past the mechs, see what we can find there.
Let's see what you have.
Oh my goodness. $7,200. Yeah, that's... I knew they were worth something. I didn't realize they were worth this much. Holy crow. I'm gonna sell that to cash. That's actually enough. I'm gonna share that with my base mates. I'm not gonna keep all that because that's everybody's locks. All the old locks. Alright. I think the rest of this stuff is pretty much mine to sell. A couple of things might have come from the base, but nothing that anybody cares about. Ooh, we got a lot of junk here. That's part of the process of moving. You end up with a whole bunch of junk and somebody has to deal with it.
Let's see what you have. Have a nice day.
What are you working on today, Mr. Trainer? Are you sewing or crafting a knife? What else does this guy buy? I think he buys jackets, right? And he might be the one who buys the Bushman. I'm actually going to hold on to these gloves. I didn't realize they worked as insulating gloves when you're lockpicking. That's good to have. It's all military, car stuff. Oh, that willy warmer. I don't need that, considering this is a female character.
Welcome, well. Here's what I've got.
Oh, you don't buy the Bushman. Okay. Work
Let's
jacket, yeah.
Have.
Sell. Another 500. We're gonna get wealthy little bit by little bit. Finishing up Miss Impossible's carry sheath. Okay. And a wood sheath for a sword. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that wood sheaths were a thing. Is that common practice, or is that something special you're doing? That sounds pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I've been watching some of the different live streams around the community, and definitely some good characters in here. Wrapped in leather. Oh, okay. Interesting.
If you're trying to rob the place,
A wood sheath wrapped in leather.
Reasons, obviously.
I do hope you're going to post pictures of that, right?
Kidding.
I'm sure.
Nobody cares.
We're racking in the money right now. I just was throwing random stuff into my truck. I wasn't really trying to make money off of it, but I didn't want to throw the stuff out and let it decay. I think we're going to do a little better than I anticipated. A lot better than I anticipated. Okay, 45 ACP. I don't think I'm actually going to sell that. I don't know why I would have intended to. Oh, you know why? I found it in a drop box. I opened up a drop box and I just kind of, it was late. That's what happened there. The respirator I will sell, but these gloves I won't. And I think everything else is going to be car parts, right? Yep. some already in the Discord. Okay. I'm gonna check that out right now. Oh, okay. Oh, that sheath is really cool. Pretty good handiwork. Have you always been working with your hands your whole life, or is that something that you've focused on recently?
Obviously,
Sell all this.
that thing registered.
'Cause that is pretty skillful
Kidding.
work.
Nobody cares.
Alright, we gotta finish selling. I want to get to the action here. I probably should have done this before I even started the stream, but I was running out of time. I try to keep a loose schedule, but it should still be a schedule of some type, right? Welcome, stranger. I'll tell you what, sir. I bring many things. Some of them good, some of them not. But they are all for you. Make a pile of junk for the man. 12 years ago and started working from home. Self-taught with hand tools. That's impressive. And if you don't mind me asking, what were you doing before you started that kind of work? You probably have done this story 1,000 times. Don't feel compelled to answer my questions. I know you mentioned that part briefly already, but I was just wondering if you had a history of working with your hands, like maybe in a trade or anything like that before you started doing metal work. Car door, that's probably not going to be worth much until I fix it up. And I think box number 3 had a seat and a trunk lid, right? And a paper mill keeping the machines running. Banknotes and passport paper. Oh, okay, okay. So you have been in the trades a little bit then.
Prices are not negotiable.
But you took it from a place of like factory type machine maintenance to doing more of an artisanal craft, which is definitely not the same at all.
If you want me to buy that, you
Machine
better
maintenance
give
is
me
a lot of
price.
screws and hammers, and it's a little bit more brutal. Of course, it depends on the machines. Chief chef before that. Ah, okay, okay. That's cool. I've done some cooking in my day, and I very much enjoyed it. But it doesn't pay too well, and there's a lot of drugs in the industry, at least in America. Wrong box here. We're looking for the car jack so we can start repairing these things that we brought with us. And we might as well grab a couple of the car repair kits because we're going to use them. Yeah, it's a good feeling cooking good food, especially when people truly appreciate it. That was something I definitely enjoyed spending my time on. And have considered going back to, but the money just really isn't there. They don't pay too well. They pay you exactly as much as you're willing to take, and sometimes less than that. Alright. Service you on this car jack. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna use up my repair kits just on the truck. How long has it been since I last did this? Did I roll the thing? Holy crow. Looking pretty shabby. My great googly moogly. That's one of the things you got to watch for in this game. Your chassis will show that it's 98, 96% good, but everything else will be decaying, and it doesn't read out in the menu here. This is only the chassis health. It's not the total overall health. You get to mix cooking with metalwork now. Make open fire cook kits, smokers, rotisseries. Oh man. Now that's cool. What an interesting thing to do by hand. Open fire cook kits. That's really a good idea. I bet people love that too, right? Alright, that's the front left seat, so we're gonna remove this one and sell it. And we'll take the junky one and install it. And then repair it. And it's no problem. I can't do that with the doors though because they're custom painted. So we'll just set that one aside and then install this one to repair it. Repair. Hey, Escaping Ordinary. Smack that like button. That's right. Thank you, thank you. Glad to see you again. How is your weekend going? There, let me give you that so you can post any links you want to or whatever. A lot of collapsible tripod grills for camping sites and bushcrafters. That's excellent. That's a fair bit different than making knives and axes too, so you have a varied set of skills there. Short but good. Yeah, that's the problem with weekends, right? No matter how long they are, they never seem to last. Okay. Pull the wheels off of this guy and get back to the normally scheduled work here. This is what I normally do, but I grabbed some extra bits and pieces here just to see if it would be worth it. So far, I'm not sure. It's a lot of extra effort, and I don't know how much I'm going to get for these bits and pieces. Can we sneak in there? There we go. I know the wheels I have a pretty good process for. They're pretty easy to manage. But the doors, the trunk lid, that kind of thing. Yes, I have space to bring the extra ones that I find and then repair them, but I don't know if it's worth it. We gotta see. If they sell for the same as the tires, probably not. Absolutely. No need to thank me. We're all working together here, right? You got into knives through bushcraft. You used to teach knife safety and fire prep bushcrafting to kids. Oh, that's cool. Do you guys have the Boy Scouts over there? Was this, I mean, that sounds essentially like what the Boy Scouts is, except probably a little more focused. Where I think the Boy Scouts is far more generalized. They teach some of those skills, but probably not to the extent that you were teaching them. Oh, I need I need more repair kits.
Prices
All right,
are
let's
not
lock in.
negotiable.
Let's see. Yeah, so the seat, the door, the tailgate, they all sell for the same as the wheels, which means I'm probably not going to do that again. They take up a bunch of room. They're kind of awkward to deal with. They're just not worth it.
If you want me to buy that, you better give me good price.
Get two, three. Let's get four of these. Four of those. Have a couple extras here. That's kind of what all these tires and stuff pay for at the end of the day, is the repair kits that I need. You don't, but this was a campsite with open fires, and the kids could do courses while they stayed on site. Yeah, that's cool, man. Really don't need a big organization to teach kids fire safety. You also don't need an excuse. It's just a good thing to learn. And who doesn't have a good time around a campfire? There's something about campfire that draws us in, whether it's innate to humans or whatever you want to say about it. When there's a campfire around, people have to look at it, and there's always a person or two poking at it. I remember learning some of those lessons the hard way. And it's not fun. But it's part of growing up. Oh, you have the Cubs, okay. I did a couple weeks of Cub Scouts, but we weren't too big on clubs and groups and that sort of thing in my family. We basically just kept to ourselves, which is probably why I love video games so much. You were working at a private campsite that gave the adults a break and kids got to learn how to actually help. So that's really cool. That sounds like a good job too. Sounds like a good time. It's very rewarding teaching kids, especially when they're ready to learn.
Prices are not negotiable. If you want me
Okay.
to buy that, you better give me the
All right,
price.
we made a little bit of money here. Made a little bit. And now we're gonna go check out the cement factory. I think EO, you were saying I needed to go there, right? You were mentioning how there's lots of cardboard boxes and lots of good stuff there. Last week. Oop, gotta put my jack away. I'm gonna want that at some point. The next time I slam into a bush rock, probably. You forage, keep animals, and grow food. Well, we're headed there right now. I just had to clean out my inventory. That was all I needed from that. So is that, are you moving towards being off the grid? I mean, I assume not because you have an internet presence, but it's you're definitely living closer to the land than most of us do. And when I say I'm foraging for food, I usually mean I'm going to the supermarket to buy a bag of chips or crisps. Look at that, I could translate English. Yeah, and when I say I'm keeping animals, I'm talking about a 2-pound, 8-month or 8-week-old dog that can barely find his way around the house. That's keeping animals right there. We're not going to get any milk out of him. He's around purely for the joy of it. Oh, interesting. So you live in an industrial town, but you're surrounded by countryside. That's quite the contrast. And is that the same industry that you were talking about earlier? Are you in that same town with the paper mill and that sort of stuff? I also live in the countryside, and there's a little bit of industry here, but it's sporadic, right? There's a lot of different types of industry, and they're mostly small factories that are like remote locations for larger factories closer to cities. I like the small town community though. That's kind of why I'm here. I'm not so worried about... I don't like being near cities. I don't mind going to visit once in a while if I need to do some shopping for something special or whatever, but yeah, I'd rather be in a small town where the speed limit's 25 and there's less than 10 roads. We've got like 6 stoplights, you know? Whole ton of industry. Gotcha. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna go get shot by some mechs now because EO said I should. Just remember, when this goes down, it's your fault and I'm holding you accountable. We'll find a way for you to get my fame points back for me. I know this is a bad idea already. You'll take it? Alright. I'm not so good with mechs, but I'm trying to get better, and I need to take the time to do it. I also have to stop and get fuel along the way. I think that road that I just passed might be, I gotta take my watch off. I got a little too tight on there. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna take that road right there. Because that goes right up to the nearest gas station. Still new to the area. We're learning it. We're learning it. Right here on stream. I wasn't streaming yesterday. I don't stream on Sundays. EO is a legendary chat boss. Hey, I'll take all the advice I can get. I'm still feeling very new to the game. I've got a couple hundred hours in it at this point, but There's so much to learn here. And there's so much map to explore. If somebody's got some good knowledge for me, I'll take a suggestion. Yeah, off stream yesterday, I don't stream on Sundays, kind of family days and that sort of thing, but I still work in a little gameplay here and there. We went to, me, Pawn, and Corpse, two of my squad mates, went up to the radiation area with hazmat suits and got a bunch of uranium. But Corpse wasn't keeping an eye on his suit quality, and he let it get too low while he was using the crowbar to pry open the boxes there. Poor man got C4, what do you call it, radiation poisoning or whatever. So we decided we were going to do our best to save him. He had to log out to do some family things anyway. And while he was logged out, Pawn and I went and raided a bunker, and I had, I think, 10 lockpicking attempts on me, something like that. And with those 10 lockpicking attempts, I managed to open up the right cabinet to get Phoenix tears for him. So when he logged back in a couple hours later, we saved him from the radiation poisoning. It felt pretty legendary. You hit 2,600 hours on this game? Oh my goodness. 0.2 is where you started, 6.8. Oh my gosh. Well, excuse me, I'm in the presence of legends here. That's impressive. Sincerely. My first experience with the game, I don't remember what update it was, but it was 2019. And I played about 50 hours, found a random squad, did some stuff in the game, but didn't really get too deep into it. And then I came back to it, I don't know, 2 months ago now, something like that, and found it's just absolutely incredible. What a great game. You two have been around, you guys are basically alpha testers, huh? Are you on the payroll or what? Oh, look at that, 80 bucks. It's all for the squad today. Any cash I find, we'll just keep adding to this stack. And then we'll split it up between the boys later. Ooh. Headlight. And a coffee. Go ahead and drink that right now. I am a fella that really enjoys a cup of coffee. Where are all the zombies? Are there no puppets here at all? Nothing. Not nothing. Well, we'll take advantage of that. It's where you met most of your cherished friends. Through Scum. Is that so? And so far, all my squad mates, with the exception of my brother, I have met in the game. Sucraboo, the man is live. Howdy, howdy. Things are going great. We're headed up to the cement factory now, if I can remember how to get there, which it looks like I probably can. There, I'm going to give you the blue wrench also, good sir. Y'all are streamers, you know how to handle that, I'm sure. Just don't let a little bit of power go to your head now, alright? I know how that goes, trust me. That's why I'm always trying to hand off my responsibilities to other people, but they don't want them either. Mr. Beaver. Watching hockey. Well, thanks for the like, man. I do appreciate that. Enjoy your hockey. You're allowed to earn occasionally from Gamepires with consent when it serves the community. Like the Kunai giveaway and Miss Impossible's Blade. Oh, okay, that's cool. And I was just busting on you, but that's pretty cool, man. Yeah, it's just there if you want it. I know y'all have streams you want to promote too, and YouTube channels. Feel free to do that kind of stuff. Y'all have been more than generous with me, and this is a little thing I can do to help spread the love. This chat's not busy enough to need moderators right now anyway. If I could, I would let everyone post links, but I guess it's YouTube that prevents that, not some setting on my end, right? Alright, how are we doing here? We're gonna... Oh! Hey, there's a tree right there. You know, I just installed those headlights. Why do I even bother? Maybe a wooden arm could be better. Well, you wait a couple more years, you might be able to get one of those Neuralink implants in a fake arm. Might actually be good. What's going on with your arm? Is this a ongoing injury, or did you slip and fall? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Look at this. Somebody already rated it, too. Alright, community service time. We can't let bad cars sit around doing nothing. Yeah, the paint job is company colors. We in the Black Dragons, currently the White Dragons, but we're gonna change it back here. We rock black and red, so when we run into people on the server, they know who we are, and we try to maintain a good reputation and do good deeds. Like burning up cars that have no engines, so that new ones can spawn. Community service. Haha. Pinched a nerve and got problems. Oy vey. That's no good. I say chop it off. You don't need it anyway. Whoa. Hold on. You broke your wrist and then fell again right as it was almost mended. Are you serious? And why are you waiting until tomorrow for the hospital? Do you have an appointment? I can't play using your tongue. Yeah, that's true. And if you spent enough time, you might be able to get the dexterity in your toes. But that would be quite a learning curve. Probably not worth the time investment. Hey look, no good deed goes unpunished, and our friend Nico is making sure of that. He's continuously teasing me that he's going to use his inside knowledge from watching my streams to dominate me. And I'm starting to believe him. I'm starting to believe him. He still doesn't have any armor, and last time I saw him, I think he had an improvised bow. But he might also be role-playing that when he's around me just to keep me off guard. You got an anvil. You're too busy to fix yourself, huh? I would shame you, but I'm the same way. I promise you. Sometimes it's not even busy, I just don't really like seeing doctors. And I don't think they like seeing me. Interesting little roadside player base right there. Yeah, this is a PvP server. Oh, a wonky arm is just a little bit of character, if you ask me. You're halfway to a pirate. It should just be your leg instead of your arm. Try and transfer that. See if you can make the trade a good leg for a good arm, you know? What is... Why am I... I don't like that at all. Why did that just happen? Oh, we're going down, huh? You wouldn't stream snipe, would you? That doesn't seem right to me. See, the thing is, if it was just mine, if it was just me and a couple other streamers who were involved here, I would invite more people. I would just let people know where I am and deal with the consequences of my foolishness for broadcasting, but everybody I base with, I've got 5 or 6 other base mates, depending on how you count it, and they're not streamers and they don't want the trouble. You know, they're just trying to build something impressive here. So for that reason, I try not to cause more than my fair share of trouble. But apparently, from the side chat yesterday, a couple people on the server have discovered my videos and now have inside knowledge as well. So My squad mates are in a bit of a grumble right now. We'll see if I retain status of friend of the squad or if I end up going out lone wolf. We'll see what happens. I might have to say goodbye for their security. That's alright. You have forged a life-size copy of your hands in steel. They will come in handy. I see what you did there. I was talking to Thor on Saturday, and he's kind of he's a grumpy old Gus. Love him to death, but he doesn't mince words, let's just say that. And he commented that people in chat were asking for me specifically inside chat in the server here, and they were showing their hands saying that they knew things about how many planes we had, this, that, and the next thing, and he goes, you better be careful about what you show on stream. You're compromising our security. And I started laughing. Like, at the end of the day, man, it's still just a game, right? Alright, how do I get in here? North entrance, south entrance. What's the right thing to do? And would you load in, please, before I park inside a fence or something? There we go. That's what we're looking for. Streaming, giving out base location, layout, etc. Yeah, I mean, that's a struggle, right? I like streaming, I like sharing the game, and I'm compromising security by doing it, but, you know, that's okay. I don't have to tell people I'm in a public server, so if I don't mention that, they'll never find out, right? I feel really vulnerable right now. Why is he... Oh, I don't like this. Yeah, he definitely sees me. Or is trying to. Let's get a little farther away here. That's why you never keep the good stuff in base. That's smart. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Setting up a couple of extra kits and like burying them somewhere off stream. So if the stuff does hit the fan, I could still rebuild, as it were. In case you can't tell, I know nothing about this location at all. You'd never seen me in a base? Yeah, that is definitely somewhat strategic. I'm not entirely avoiding base, but I recently have decided I should probably make an effort of it. Alright, where do I go here? What's the good stuff? Is it in that big brick building in the middle? Oh, I gotcha, I gotcha. Okay, let's go in on foot and see what happens. My life's not so valuable, I can't risk it. I'm not risking these joints, though. Might need those later. We'll bring one with us, just in case. Alright, grab a little bit of backup 9mm. And let's take a little walk here. Okay. I feel like that's way too many garage doors right there. There has to be a mech path that goes along that way. That's too good not to be protected. Right inside this building right here. Hopefully there's a screwdriver. Key cards. Yeah, I've got a key card here. I'm going to see if the boys want to do something with that later. I still haven't done an abandoned bunker yet. That is on my to-do list. Do I even have... I don't even have bobby pins with me. Let me go grab a box of bobby pins. See if I have any screwdrivers. How bad are the abandoned bunkers? If I go in one, am I just dead? There's a couple of screwdrivers. No yellow ones, but we got a couple on hand at least. PvP content. Yeah, we'll see about arranging something there. I'll send you a DM. I'll have to talk to my base mates and see how they're feeling about it. I don't, like I said, I don't want to risk all their hard work. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of hours accumulated in this base, and it's not all mine. So I might have to move to another server and then start inviting people to that one. We'll see what they say. But we will definitely get something going. That's for sure. Okay, a couple of cardboard boxes here. I don't need phones, I need screwdrivers, please. You may pinch your son's e-scooter and see if you can ride it to the hospital. I got a messed up wrist, so I think the best way for me to get to the hospital is on an electronic action sports device. That seems reasonable. Yep, I hear what you're saying, and actually I would welcome that because I'm kind of getting to the point now where the PvE content is getting pretty boring, and the server's just so quiet that there's not a lot going on outside of PvE stuff. There's no lockers in the bathroom, is there? Good afternoon, Is it Caladron or Caladrone? Afternoon for you? It's afternoon for me, too, sir. Boom. The one room I missed on the first floor. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Let's see what we can do about that. I was kind of hoping it would be up here where I'm less likely to get spotted, but, you know, why would that be the case? Come on, give me a good screwdriver. If I could get anything out of this, that would be what I would ask for. A good 40 out of 40. Turn down my sensitivity a little bit. I want to make the whole stream dizzy here. Okay. What room did I miss here? This room. Hey! You weren't lying. You weren't lying. Absolutely. Hey, thanks for being here. Caladron, right? Yes, I was told that recently by Nico, and I am now giving you credit as well, sir. That game key was passed on to me, and I'm doing my best to promote Scum using it and my channel as well. So I thank you for that. First lock of the day right there. That could have gone better. Yeah, me too. So far, it seems like most of the people watching my stream already play Scum, so they're not so interested in the game key, but I'll just keep promoting it until somebody pops in who wants a copy. Smack the living life out of that like button. It's not good until it's cherry red. There we go. Now we're in. Thanks for the tip there. I was definitely gonna miss this. Okay, a stun grenade. So far not thrilled. Is it always this bad? And four rounds of 9mm? Did somebody beat me to this? Oh my goodness. Well, that's what I'm hoping for. That the reason I have it set up the way I do is I'm looking for somebody to request it through the Discord. Someone preferably who has a little bit of survival game experience. I don't care if they don't, but that would be nice because I don't want to see them rage quit, you know? Game is a little bit what am I trying to say here? Scum is a very detailed survival game, and if you don't have any experience with this genre, it might be a tough way to get your feet wet. Yeah, we definitely want to spread the word about this game because it is just really good. I also have a couple of streamer friends from back in the day who might be interested. So, if I don't get any hits on it by the time March... Oh, that's not good. Oh, March 1st comes around, I might pass it on to one of them and see if they can promote the game too. Via chat to another game. Oh, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. You bought the game and returned it? Yeah, I'm glad you got it back too. For sure. Game is tons of fun. Tons of fun. But I definitely have had some rage quit moments in this game as well. It's a challenge. For sure. Where are all the screwdrivers? Duct tape is good too. If this doesn't pan out for me, I might make a trip up to the radiation zone solo. I'll have to bring a couple of toolboxes probably. And we'll see about getting some uranium for ourselves. There's a lot of money to be made there as a solo player. Last time I went, I split it 3 ways and it was still really good money. About a little over 10 grand each. The B1 factory, as was suggested, indeed. Horde in the other room. Hey, Nico, how you doing? Glad you could stop in, sir. You're not sure if you want to get it? Well, I've got a game key I'm giving away. If you want to try the game out, the link to the Discord is down in the description there. Go ahead and check it out. It's a wonderful game, and yeah, it takes a little time to get into, but anyone can learn it. It's not that challenging, especially if you've been watching some content. You should check it out. I definitely want to, oh boy. Oh ho! Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Did you see that? You missed. Didn't even shred my backpack. Alright, so we picked open 5 lockers. We got 4 rounds of 9mm and a stun grenade. Were you here already, Nico? What's going on, man? Why are these lockers so busted? What do y'all think? Should I go get my radiation suit? Yeah, this game is great. And it's still early access. You get in now, the learning curve's going to be better than if you wait until they fully drop it and all the updates come out. I'd say this is the time. If ever there were a time, that time is now. Navajo 4082. Excellent. Yep, the link's down there in the description. It should work just fine. And there's a giveaway thread, a chat room. You can check that out. I'll be giving it away the 1st of March, so just about a week now. Is there anything I'm missing here? My link is invalid. Is that so? Are the links not permanent? Let me grab a new one. It expired. Okay. I'm still learning things about Discord. There must be a way to get a permanent link for it, right? You have to make them permanent. Okay. Okay. Yeah, actually, I think right now all the people responsible for the fact that I have a game key to give away are in the chat. So make sure to thank them. I am merely a mouthpiece and a lucky one at that. But Phil Trainer, Caladron, and Nico all came together to provide me with that giveaway key right there. Permanent link, you gotta go. Okay, I'll look into that once I'm done streaming here. Thank you guys. And apologies for my incompetence. Set it as... Oh, is that a thing I could just do right now? Edit invite link. Expire after never. Oh, look at this. Okay. Y'all are professionals. Oh my goodness. Alright. Give me a second. I'm gonna do this right now while I'm thinking about it, because I am exactly the sort of guy who forgets very quickly. There we go. There's a permanent link in the description now. Y'all are the greatest. Thank you, thank you. Absolutely great community. That's something I've noticed about Scum. It has brought me together with some really great people. Inside the game and the chat around the game, the community of content creators, it's a nice small community, so that everybody's pretty accessible, and everybody's really supportive and friendly so far. It's wonderful. How long have you been watching Scum content, Eric? Mr. Navajo. Yeah, let's go grab the radiation suit. What's life if you don't risk it, right? Hey, I'd rather you be a screw up than a screw down, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's got time for that. Hey-o. Getting risky with it here. I'm gonna end up in the water if I'm not careful. Where's the next road? Oh, I'm disoriented, so my compass isn't gonna work. And I am going in the wrong direction. A screw loose. Yeah, that counts. You've been watching me for about a month. Oh, well, I'm glad you popped into chat finally. That's excellent. Thank you for showing up. Yeah, I'm still in the shallow end of Discord. I played with it a little bit a couple of years ago. There's just so many rabbit holes to go down. The internet is infinity rabbit holes squared. We shall call you the Silent One. Oh, come on, Gary. I'm getting better at it now. I found all those locations and I can avoid them. because I know where they are. Should we look for a little community service while we're here? See if we can find maybe just one car? Just one? Come on, baby, load. I think I gotta change this setting. It was doing better before. And then if I'm wrong, I'll change it back. Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate you watching while you're at work. It's a great way to spend your day, really. Most of my work hours have been spent listening to YouTube or audiobooks. Did I just hear a person? Hello? Is there somebody in there? Or are those just puppets? Ah, if there was somebody in there, they would have been getting swarmed, huh? Alright, let's try and find a car. Maybe just one. I don't do this just for the joy of arson, but that's definitely a factor. Nothing? Okay. And nothing. I guess we'll just move on. Splat. Hey, absolutely. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. I appreciate that. When's your next live stream, Sukraboo? Battle royales, these types of games interest you, where it's survival of the fittest. Yeah, oh, this has definitely got a little of that flavor to it. And the map does feel like it gets smaller as you continue to wander around it. Tomorrow. Excellent. Well, thanks for joining us, and I'll keep an eye out for that one. Talk to you soon, my friend. Stay strong. Woo! Uh-oh. As soon as I say stay strong, I find a way to rotate around myself here. Yeah, there's definitely a little grind involved. That's for sure. But that said, there's different ways you can play the game, right? If you go to a high pop server and do a little bit of preliminary crafting just to build up a couple of fame points, you can join events. You can launch events, and events are PvP action with all the gear provided and basically no stakes. So that's a little bit more Call of Duty gameplay style. And then in between events, or just if you're enjoying those, you can invest time in the general progression of the game. Alright, where are we here? I don't know how to approach my base from this angle. Is that the... That is the abandoned bunker there, so if I were to go more or less south, I think I would get to where I'm going. Close your eyes, Nico. You don't need to see this. Absolutely. It's a wonderful game, man. There's a bunch of different ways to play it. I think the more people that play it, the better. This server that I'm on right now, it's kind of nice that it's a little bit sleepy, but there's so many sleepy servers. I'd like to see them come to life a little bit. The Battle Royale 24/7 server is designed for PvP exclusively. There's a server for every style. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. I haven't spent a lot of time exploring the different server options. I just jumped into one with basic settings and figured that would satisfy me. Alright, we're gonna shut this guy off here. Actually, no, we're gonna back him in, because I'm gonna get ready for a little bit of radiation exposure. maybe? There we go. Casual War Dog spent a lot of time on the 24/7 server. It can get chaotic. Yeah. Go ahead and open them up, Nico. Now that you don't know where I am... Oh, whoops. You can also not see exactly how the base is laid out. Wait, how did you type without opening your eyes? That's pretty cool. Dump all this stuff. We don't need to bring this into the radiation. I'm gonna bring this one because that's got all my truck stuff in it. So if the stuff hits the fan, I don't know, does the stuff in the truck take radiation anyway? I think only if you pull it out, right? Absolutely, I appreciate the lurk. Thank you, thank you. Other crafty folks and streamer as well. Yeah, you've got a cool Discord, man. A very lively Discord also. I think we're gonna risk bringing some of this stuff. I don't need to bring the scar, I don't think. Dump this all in box 2 here. And I definitely don't need the gas masks, because I'm going to have a whole hazmat suit on. That should do the job. Metal detector. Not too worried about landmines up there. The place is dangerous enough. Okay. That will about take care of it. Why do I have a single magazine in here? Unloaded. It's curious. Okay, let's go cut down our kit a little bit. Grab some duct tape. I might have to stop at a trader to get some more soap. Try and do that before I go in so I don't have to rush around when I get out. You should create an overlay so you can hide your screen when you go to your base. Yeah, I bust on you now too, Nico. I keep telling everybody you're going to stream snipe me, but I don't really think you will. Or do I? No, it's okay. Look, man, it's just a game at the end of the day. If somebody really wants to get sweaty about it and stream snipe and that's going to make them happy, we will contend with the consequences. I have spoken to my base mates a little bit about this, and you know, they understand that there's a possibility of it, but we're all just playing. Last but not least. Oh, that's absolutely great. That's the reason you got moderator in the first place, Mr. Trainer, because you were promoting stuff and sharing links, and everybody loves that. That's good for everyone. A rising tide lifts all ships, right? Okay, what are we doing here? Let's distribute some of the stuff that I picked up. I have to craft up some ammo at some point, because I have way too much gunpowder and lead here, and I'm not using it. Duct tape. We're going to trim ourselves down, and then we'll load back up. I find this is the easiest way for me to... Oh yeah, these things. Come on, with this inventory. Are you serious? Easiest way for me to maintain my mental health when I'm doing things is I reset myself back to the beginning stage and then rebuild my kit. Even if there's certain things I'm carrying that I would bring with me, I'll just unload them anyway. Get a fresh start each time. Police station bathrooms usually give you soap. Yep, absolutely, but when you're leaving the radiation zone, you need like 10 bars of soap or more. It's a lot of cleaning. So I'll just buy them. If this goes well, I should make upwards of around 30 grand. Gonna need more crowbars though, aren't I? Oh, I didn't think of this. What is my scrap situation? I need crowbars and toolboxes with which to repair them. scrap. Used to stream Call of Duty, and you were ranked top 9,000 in the world. So you had to hide your screen when you jumped in. Yep. Oh yeah. Well, I've got the logging in system down where, luckily, I don't have to betray my server coordinates, IP address. I can keep that hidden pretty effectively. Let's see here. We're gonna make. How many toolboxes should I bring? 200. I'm gonna need probably as many as I can make, really. But when I'm around base, sometimes it takes a while at base, so I wouldn't want to just kill the stream that whole time. The new chat boss. Yeah, an absolute rock star. Absolutely. Let's make up 20 of these kits. I think that's a pretty good go of it. We're gonna need 20 nails. Do I have a fresh box here? I've got an 18 and a 2. That'll do. I think that's what content creation communities are all about, right? We share the smiles and help each other grow. It's about spreading a little bit of joy. Boom. Collapse these down into some stacks. Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder how Call of Duty skills would translate to Scum. So I never got too far into first-person shooters. Most of my gaming has been like racing games, and then I transitioned into survival. I think I first dipped my toe in from Minecraft, to be honest. On the weekends, a little bit. On Saturdays, I don't stream on Sundays. I do want to stream twice a day on Saturday, similar to what I try to do during the week. But the last few weeks have just been real hectic. Family stuff, new puppy in the house. There's a lot going on, unfortunately. So the true answer is the last couple of weeks, no. But I do intend to in general, yes. Streams, yeah, dude. Streaming content is way better than scripted television. I totally agree with that. I watch my family when they're watching TV, Netflix, that kind of stuff, and it's just, I don't know. It doesn't hit the same way. For me, at least. We're gonna drop this stuff off. We can join those together, but I don't need these 22 bullets, or this stun grenade, or this lighter. I do need a hitting tool, though. If I'm gonna make toolboxes, I need a little something something. Let's grab you. You should do the trick. Remember to close the doors behind you. Okay. Now we need to go make planks, which is way easier with a chainsaw than it is with any other tool. Just top off the gas tank here and relieve my bowels. Hey, I love it. I'll definitely make the effort to be on Saturday, for sure. Hopefully things will be a little more settled down by then. There's a lot up in the air right now, but I expect by Saturday I should have a little more stability in my life. Yeah, so the first person and the third person are a tough one for me. I have a wider field of view in third person, and first person can get nauseating for me, especially in the vehicles. I find first person very not user-friendly. But when I'm in combat, I prefer first person far and away. Beef burger, okay. Let's start this thing up. I'm gonna have trouble cutting down trees with a chainsaw that's not running. Okay, that was an invisible tree. Or a fake tree. You know, they kind of hang out, but they're not really there. Gary H., you switch between the two views depending on what's happening. That's pretty much how I am, too. First person's especially nice when you're dealing with the mechs, because you can see what they can see. If you can see them in first person, they'll be able to spot you. The Scum mechanics, if you're in third person and you're looking around, you won't see players unless they're visible to you in first person. So at some point you'll see it on my stream where somebody's around and I'm in my truck and I'm in third person and they appear and disappear on my screen, and it seems random, but it's because the game's always paying attention to what you would be able to see in first person. So it'll make people disappear if you're not supposed to be able to see them, which is nice. It means you can't cheat look around corners and that kind of stuff. There's another legend with you on your team, but you won't say who. Interesting. Okay, Nico, playing coy. I'm sure we'll find out eventually. You remapped all your ATM keys to the number pad. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that, but as a matter of principle, I haven't yet, because I feel like they should just work that way. Why should I have to remap them? Why can't just any number work there? I don't get that. I find that very frustrating, if I'm being honest. But my mouse is so close to my keyboard, I haven't remapped my POV key. I just reach over with my thumb and tap the enter key on the number pad. And that's been absolutely fine for me. Alright, that's a lot of toolkits. I'm hoping this will be enough to get me into a good number of uranium lockers. I don't really have the screwdrivers right now to go lockpicking. Yeah, it's stupid, right? Your wife sounds like a good lady. She's got good instincts. Numbers are numbers. They should just work. Hey, that sounds good, Phil. Appreciate you stopping by. Definitely spend some time with the kids, man. There's nothing more important than family. Family always comes first. Used to reach for your number pad, yeah. She married you. Yeah, well, you know, some decisions are better than others. That's just how life works. On the AB door locks. Oh, the number game? Is that what you're talking about? Enjoy your son. That's the way to live, man. Family always comes first. Alright, we need to load those up into the truck, and then we'll see how that works out. I'm hoping that'll be enough to at least get me one full uranium container. If not two. Let's steal somebody's fuel here, too. Don't tell them I did this. We're taking Pawn's gasoline. Keeping it. It's mine now. If somebody wanted to break in, this would be the time. Everything's wide open. Totally violating operational security right now. No big deal. Okay, scrap metal. We can put this hitting tool back. A pipe wrench, used as a hammer, is a glorious tool indeed. Oh, I've done it again. Just right there is where I want you. Thank you, sir. Scrap metal. Blam. I'm gonna have to go get more of that eventually. So we are really almost out here. What, I have one backpack left? Sheesh. That ain't gonna cut it. Oh, I gotcha, okay. Is he? How old is he? If you don't mind me asking. Alright, let's see. Where did I leave that pile of stuff? Right here. Load all these right up into the Rager, and then we're gonna go set up everything else that I need, which is really just the hazmat suit, I think. And the modern hazmat suit will accept armor underneath it, if I remember correctly, which means all of my ammo, which I keep in there, can stay in there. That's a big upgrade from the vintage suit. How many of these do we end up with? Okay. Yeah, more than a backpack full anyway. Great atmosphere. Yeah, it's a lot better at night too. This is going to be probably very, very difficult during the day because of the heat. Wearing the hazmat suit is stifling, to say the least. But I want to give it a shot. I haven't done it solo yet. I've done it once with Corpse, and then once again with Corpse and Pawn. But I haven't done it solo, and there's so much money on the line there. Okay, we're gonna dump off some of our kit, because I don't need all of it. The boots, the stuff like that, the bow, I don't need. The quiver, I don't need. The sword, I'm gonna bring. The helmet, I don't need. So, quiver, helmet, boots. What's in my boots? Sewing kit, which I'll have on me. The tactical pants I'm not gonna bring. So maybe, let's see if I could fit a couple of bandages just in case. Hopefully that works out for me. Boots we're not bringing. Pants we can't bring. The pistol I can bring, but I don't think the holster works under the hazmat suit, which makes sense. 12 and 2 stepsons, 18 and 21. Oh, okay. Young'uns. That's cool. Ton of fun, man. 12 is when they start to get a little bit more reasonable, right? You can start having real fun with them. Antibiotics. We'll stash that right there. We're not bringing the shirt. Okay, I think that is pretty much the trimmed down kit right there. And if that's not on my back, this can be. Okay. Yeah, I was saying in an earlier stream that I wish my old man had played video games with me, because I really enjoy them, and I think we could have had fun together, but just not his jam. He comes from a different generation and doesn't have the interest in it, it's just too bad, because I think he could have enjoyed them if you gave him a chance, but you know, he didn't want to. That's fair enough. Alright, now I need duct tape, and I need soap. How much soap do we have here? 10 out of 10. Nowhere near enough. Holy crow. Yeah, we're just gonna go buy some. Tools. Oh, I need crowbars. Maybe I bring just one crowbar and then I buy a few more. I don't want to end up spending all the money I'm gonna make on the kit to get me there and back. But I definitely need crowbars to get this thing done. See, that's pretty good, right? A little bit more just in case. Then we'll see what gives out first. Am I gonna run out of crowbars or duct tape, right? That's kind of the math. What am I forgetting? I'm gonna fill up my water bottle. I'm gonna drink a little bit. I think this is pretty much gonna do it here. "14 ducks, 13 hens, 5 quails, a crow, and a ferret, plus a huge mastiff and a Shar-Pei. The kids are feral, but O'Shea. But he's a live wire. Yeah, you definitely have your hands full there, friend. That's a whole lot of responsibility. And to the person speaking the foreign language, I'm unfortunately very restricted in my only being able to understand English. Bronze locks. I don't think so. I think they're just iron. They're 4-second locks, I know that. So I was there, what, yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And, struggling. I popped a couple open with screwdrivers, but I just don't have the supplies right now to bother trying. Or I would. What do we have here? We've got 2,000, what is this? 142 milliliters. Take one more drink before I go. Probably don't need to bring the whiskey, but the whiskey's always with me. Hello? Excuse me. It could happen. Oh my goodness. You're living in a Christmas song. Okay, this is all staying behind. This is all staying behind. Nothing in here. I guess I do have a small handful of screwdrivers I could use up. I'm going to keep all the good lockpicks for more nefarious activities. Do I have a pack of bobby pins? No. I'll grab those. That should be pretty much all my lockpicking stuff right there. Alright, let's go to the trader, get some soap, and then we drive north. Can you give me a car as a gift? I'm sorry, I'm not sure I know who you are. Do we know each other? Okay. Moving on. You found a ferret in your chicken coop when the owner abandoned him. It was a rabbiting ferret. Now a pet. What is a rabbiting ferret? Is that for hunting rabbits? Perhaps, Nico. Perhaps. That's kind of what I'm feeling too, but I'd like a little more communication, not just a request for a car out of the blue. Feels a little odd. It's not like I'm keeping spare cars around either. Every single one of those belongs to a squad mate. Taught how to chase rabbits out of a warren into nets. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know people did that sort of thing with ferrets. He's a hunting ferret. Huh. That's pretty cool. I'm not opposed to helping people find cars and get them running. I've done that several times on this server, my friend, but normally I meet them in game and we chat a little bit first. They don't just show up and start asking for things. It's more of an offer that I make, usually. That's just kind of the social norm. Gifts are usually given, not requested. We're gonna get soap and crowbars. We'll see how much that's gonna cost, and then we'll look into maybe buying a couple of pre-made toolkits. I don't know. Surrounded by countryside, ferret hunting is a lost art almost. Yeah, I could imagine so. Hunting in general it's really only maintained by a small number of people these days. Yep, that would make sense, Nico. I know. See, this is the problem with people using foreign languages on public servers. I don't know how to tell them apart or how to communicate with them. I'm glad you're using English right now. I do appreciate that, but if you're going to be in an American server, it would be nice for you to use American English so that we could communicate with each other. So there's a couple of different squads with foreign characters that I'm unable to read or decipher at all. And that does lead to a little bit of suspicion, especially when other people have reported that a squad with a Chinese or Japanese name was raiding their base repeatedly for hours, and I don't know how to tell them apart because I don't read any Chinese or Japanese or Korean, none of that at all. You're involved with the hunting community too. Yeah, that makes sense if you're into foraging and kind of homesteading, as I would call it. Hunting's definitely an integral part of that. Hard to admin when you can't distinguish who is who. Yeah, absolutely. And I've got nothing against other cultures and all that kind of stuff, but in a American server where the predominant language is definitely English, it would seem like good manners to use the language of the people there. Alright. Let's see here. I think a crowbar costs like almost $1,600, right?
Welcome, welcome.
So let's assume we're gonna make
Here's what I've got.
$15,000. I think that's pretty reasonable if I have enough crowbars. We're gonna start off by buying soap, and I think, let's say, if we get 10, that's 1,600, and then if we get crowbars, 1,650. So let's say I buy 4 crowbars and that amount of soap. That's gonna be $8,000. I might make around 7 grand or so. Struggling with signal. You'll be indoors soon. Minion, yes. Oh, you talking about Wi-Fi, Phil? Okay. I think we're gonna go for it. We're gonna see how this works out as a money-making venture. Definitely, the prospect of making $7,000 or $8,000 seems a lot less desirable than making 15 or 20. But let's see what happens at the end of this. We might do better than I'm anticipating. If I can bust open all the lockers, I'll end up with about 30K, and that's pretty good. Maybe even more, who knows? 30K was what we got last time. I do look like a minion, don't I? Is that why those guys look like that? Are they going into a radiation zone? Gotcha, yep. Oh, you're hanging in there pretty good, my friend. I feel like the line of communication is wide open. nothing else from our foreign friend. Are you still watching, buddy? I'm not trying to drive you away. Do you play on this server? Doggone, we're gonna need fuel again, huh? That's alright, I have to go up by the junkyard to get where I'm going anyway, so we'll take that road that I rediscovered at the beginning of the stream right to the gas station and then proceed east and north from there. What do we have here? About an hour and a half running. Oh, it's the 3 o'clock reset. I always forget about that until it hits me right in the face. Looking good. Look at that yellow hazmat suit. Never seen it from this angle. Well, kick back and relax, friends. We got a couple minutes before this thing swings back around. I think it's usually about 90 seconds before the server comes back up. Pretty quick turnaround. Do 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 do. I gotta get some music for these moments. Normally I try to end the stream by 3 o'clock, but like I said, everything's topsy-turvy. Yeah, toilet time. Take your breaks right now. We've got a couple minutes here. I might end up needing to log out while we're up there, because I do have dogs I'm taking care of. And when it comes time, once they start asking for it, I'm gonna have to feed them and let them out. It'll be a whole process. One of them's 8 or 9 weeks old, something like that. He's real little, and he needs attention. I can't just feed him and then leave him. I have to play with him for a little while and all that kind of stuff. So if they start asking while I'm up there in the radiation zone, I might have to end the stream, and then when I log back in, I'll get another stream going. So that is fair warning, my friends. I'm still streaming right now, but I don't know if I've got another half an hour or hour and a half. I'm not sure. Oh, get out of the truck. There we go. On the road again. I think I just gave y'all a fair warning that I have no idea what I'm doing or when. So that's about as mayhem as it gets right there. Welcome to the stream. You'll fit right in. That sounds good. It sounds good, Gary. I am intending on, like I said, ending this one before too long, and then I'll try and get another one going somewhere around 5 or 6 Eastern time. But thanks for hanging out, my friend. Always a pleasure seeing you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. There it is. That's the little road right there. This will take us right up to the gas station, where the stream sniper will be waiting for me because he wants a free car. Yeah, well, I'm still learning it too, so don't you worry. All the VODs are stored on YouTube, of course, and then yeah, I think I probably will end up cutting this stream about halfway through the rad run, so you'll be able to catch the tail end of it this evening. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. I always get nervous crossing these bridges. I know sometimes people fall through them unexpectedly, and I'd really hate to lose this truck like that. I don't want to lose it at all, but some ways are better than others, right? If there's an honest carjacking or some kind of explosion, a game mechanic, intentional game mechanic, I'll be able to live with that. But if it just falls through the environment into the water and it's nobody's fault but a bug, my little heart ain't gonna take it. Hey, that's okay, Phil. You know what I think I might do here? I think I might call myself prepped and ready for this radiation run. And I'll just get the truck pretty close and then end the stream now. And I'll go take care of my dogs. It's been a good afternoon stream, so no complaints. It's nice having the whole crew hanging around. And we'll get another one going this evening. Yeah, you never have to apologize, my friend. This is the internet still. Hey, that's awesome. Coming in just a little late. Well, no worries. Like I said, I'll get another one going this evening. For sure. With a crowd like this, how could I say no? Nice to meet you as too, Caladron. Nice to meet you as well, Caladron. Yeah, it's a good crowd around here. Everybody's all friendly. I gotta find a nice big bush to hide this truck in. As a matter of fact, considering I might have smelled a stream sniper earlier, I think I might end the stream before I hide the truck. How about that? This bush looks pretty good, right? Oh my goodness. Hey y'all, I want to thank you for joining me. Everybody, Nico, Caladron, Phil, y'all are the best. EO, I really appreciate the support. It's been a ton of fun. We'll get another stream going this evening. Until then, I'm Musical Mayhem. This is Scum. I'll see you in the next one.